designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drip. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning teams. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still ballin' like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood dinner. Juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the Indianapolis Colts. So here's Kaimi Fairbairn to do the honors. And we are underway here on EA Sports. Fielded in the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. Another try after the first down sack. Wentz, he'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Third and long.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long. Working from the gun, Wentz. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
To punt on fourth down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. First carry now. This is Johnson. He'll have a first down past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Gosh, when you've got Deshaun Watson, Charles, executing a run-pass option, that puts the defense in a tough spot, does it not?
It does, and what I liked is that you called me this week, watching your own video, your own tape, and you said, I think the runner's going to pop a few this week because of what we've seen from Deshaun Watson. His ability to get to the corner, that's where the focus will go.
Watson on first down. He's letting it fly for Cooks. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Texans have taken the early lead. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stuff it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Taimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And no thought of a return here for Hines.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out there, a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
So that'll back him up 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Shotgun now for Wentz. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Colts, first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 38. Now Wentz again. He rifles one that's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 14-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. After the run, Watson going to throw. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Houston. Two first-quarter touchdown passes now for Deshaun Watson. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
They'll take over.
First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a 2nd down.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. A throw out line to QT, complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the Colts' 36-yard line.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Colts, nothing.
They find some open field here. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
On the tackle.
Give him 32 on the play.
Houston.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Watson to give. This is Johnson. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
This Colts D up to the challenge so far, but they need another stop here on 3rd and goal. Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And no thought of a return here for Hines.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Wentz. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 3rd and 10. Wentz. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
For the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Here's Watson. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Now on 2nd and 13. Wentz. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Murray. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead is swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half.
Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Taken in the end zone. And no thought of a return here for Hines.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz offense on the sack. Ross Blacklock. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Rolling to his right. Taken in by the tight end, Doyle. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Campbell making the catch. A gain of 6 there on 1st. And that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Davante Adams in the final seconds of the first half. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. And that's a critical touchdown. I don't want to be too hyperbolic or whatever, but they needed some points on the board before halftime.
They certainly did, and, you know, it's not going to erase everything that happened in the first half. Look, they got outplayed. There's no question about that. But now it gives them a chance to regroup, feel a little bit better about themselves. And how many games have we done where we've seen everything flip when another half begins? And by the way, did you say hyperbolic?
I did. Thank you. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And this will be a Texans 1st down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now Watson lets it fly deep for Cobb. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now.
And 9 yards to go.
Now it's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the...
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
6 figures every year, yeah, earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that liquor street.
Rodrigo Blankenship on for the PAT. It's up and good, so they claw back into it. 24-14 now.
Makes the score Texans 24, Colts 14. Rodrigo Blankenship to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They begin with a quick throw out left. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Now a 1st down throw, Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. Again, it's Watson. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. With Lindsey out of the gun, and he'll be brought down at about the 42. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He's got his target, it's Cobb. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 22-yard line.
It's a gain of
nice
20.
3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
1st down.
He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. And that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Deshaun Watson, a 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Texans will extend their lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hang in there now. Hang in there now.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Working from the gun, Wentz. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 41-yard line.
50. Go. 180. Here we go. It's going to be a long day
on 2nd and 12. Wentz. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 21. A gain there of 21 yards. On first down, Wentz. This is caught, and he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Harris Campbell, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Another run by Lindsey. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. Back now in Indianapolis. 31. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the 4th. Texans on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
Well, So a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
At the 49-yard line.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike. Hey.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Catch made here by Campbell. And he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Justin Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
At the 9-yard line.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Now this time he'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On 3rd down, Watson. Open man is QT, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain of 32 that time.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
He's going to take off with it, and he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. On 2nd down now, it's Lindsey. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. A first throw here for the backup Taylor. They'll let this go for the end zone. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. But it's going to be 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. They're going to run the jet sweep. It's Cobb with it. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. the gun. Watson. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Rocky Sin. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. Now he dumps this off over the middle, and he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball. Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Wentz. Flushed out right. Gets this to Campbell out on the right side. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
38-yard line.
Again, it's Wentz. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Desmond King picks it. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
At the 23-yard line.
Throwing again. Watson. And he's going to have the hook up to QT. The 30. 20, 10, and he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Kiki QT, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans will add on to their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield and nearly intercepted. That would have been a hat trick, his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. The throw over the middle, taken in, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 48. And now off to the races down the right side. And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD.
Lining up for the extra point.
And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is now 24.
Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Now Wentz to try again after the pick six. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Back to the air on second down. Wentz. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Naheem Hines on the return. The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
So after the incompletion, second and 10 from the 22.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5. Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe. Play that tight deep. Don't let him breathe, defense.
Wentz going to throw. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty is a result of that hit there.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. First and 10. Throwing is Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Mike 55. Check 55, Mike. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
Wentz again here on second and 10. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to fourth down.
It's fourth down.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is fourth down.
Let's put that team on the box.
They'll go for it. It's Wentz. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. 3 down, 3 down.
To throw, it's Wentz. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Davante Adams, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming.
Here's Wentz to throw. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Again, he was looking for Davante Adams, but now it's third down.
Max 50, Max 50. Watch a slant, watch a slant, watch a slant.
One final try now for Wentz. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game.
21.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Texans,